You can have did all the research, all the homework, lined everything up. And it just don't go your way. But the sweet thing about that is, I don't need it to go my way. The market does not give us what we want. The market gives us what we are willing to fight for. Everybody that comes here has a desire, has a vision that they will attain freedom from the market. And what I will say is, your dream is actually a glimpse of what's to come. What I want you to know is, if you have not had a dream about the freedom that the market produces, then you haven't desired the freedom that the market can produce enough. Because the dream of freedom is 100% intoxicating. Like, I remember, like, I'm from New Orleans, right? And when I haven't had a drink in years, but I remember we would judge the alcohol based on what proof it is, right? Like, and so when I would go by my people in the country, like, they used to drink moonshine, and it's like 100 and something proof, which means it ain't cut, right? And so I remember, like, I would go to like gas stations and like get alcohol, and I would say, oh, this is only 5% alcohol. I want a little something that's a little harder. Right? So I would go to the next drink, and this 35% proof. Ooh, we know this was going, then we're gonna get that right. Let me get 2 of these. Watch this, y'all. Freedom is 1,000% proof. It's uncut. The wealth that you can produce from the market is uncut. It ain't diluted. It ain't mixed with nothing. It ain't watered down. It's real, authentic freedom. It's 1,000 proof. But it ain't given to you. The market don't give you what you want. It only gives you what you're willing to fight for. And every fighter has to be equipped with tools. And so when we think about the market, we got to equip ourselves with the tools to produce freedom. And so that's stocks, options, ETFs, index funds, futures, calls, puts, straddles, condors, VWAPs, support, resistance. All the tools are essential to produce freedom, family. Joshua told him, he said, hey, prepare the victuals. I mean, take everything you got, because we going to war. We at war, y'all. Like, I remember reading about Joseph, and he had a dream. And the dope part about the dream that Joseph had was the dream actually told him, hey, you'll be 7 years of this, followed by 7 years of that. And so when he had the dream, he said, oh, I got to prepare. I have to move some things around so that we can endure the famine. So when things get back right, we survive till it's abundant. So what am I saying to y'all right here? I'm just saying that you got to endure everything that's going on right now, because money is not the reward, it's the resource that produces the freedom. Tools that produce freedom. We got to stop thinking we chasing the money. No. Money is only the thing we use to get what we really want. And the thing we really want is freedom. The thing we really want is to be able to spend as much time with our kids as we can. The thing we really want is to be able to take vacations all over the world. The thing we really want is to be able to put our bills on auto pay. The thing we really want is to be able to what? What? Huh? It's being able to look at, hey, I want to go up. Hey, pack up, we gone. It's being able to say, hey, I'm going to go to work today, but look, I don't feel like it, so I ain't going. I'm not going to cut my vacation short because I got to work overtime. These bills backed up, so I got to do this. No. We want the freedom that the market produces, and the money is just our artillery. That's all it is, man. So before the freedom can be printed, it must be produced in your mind. It must be produced in your heart. And we produce it that way by saying, I am capable of operating this machine. I am capable. I am capable. Will I take some L's along the way? Hell yeah. Will I make some huge gains along the way? Hell yeah. Will I make some mistakes along the way? Hell yeah. Will I triumph and learn from those mistakes along the way? Hell yeah. But when it starts in the mind, when you give birth to it in your heart, then every action that you do after that is a part of the procedure. It's a part of the procedure. The prerequisite of wealth is the pain of taking a loss. Yeah. The prerequisite of wealth, the prerequisite of freedom is being able to endure the pain of taking a loss. No, it look good. Hey, I made this. Hey, I made that. And guess what? When you take the L, nobody is, hey, where y'all win at? But there's a few that be like, hey, I took that, I learned from it, I navigated, and we be back. The thing is, you fall down, you get up. You fall down, you get up. You don't take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. You take 5 steps forward, 1 step back, and then 10 steps forward. Which means every time I go forward, when I take the setback, I learn from it and I get better. So I don't take 5, now I go forward 7. I go forward 10. The losses catapult me. The L's catapult me. I want you to think about this. Paint this picture for a second, y'all. You walk up and you're dropped somewhere where you're in front of a forest. And they say, hey, on the other side of this forest is freedom. They give you no map. They give you no guide to get through it. They just give you an old, rusty axe. Now, here's the thing. Some people gonna cry about the axe. Some people gonna learn how to leverage the axe. And some people just gonna keep using the dull axe, never making it better. And they'll get nowhere fast. The person that understands, hey, if I'm in the forest, they got rocks somewhere. If they got rocks somewhere, I can sharpen the axe, the blade with the rock. And as I chop, I sharpen. I chop, I sharpen. I chop, I sharpen. Guess what, yo? You're going to make more progress than everybody else right there. Because watch this, what you're doing. You're in motion. You're learning. You're sharpening. You're in motion. You're learning. You're sharpening. And then what happens is, with that motion causes a domino effect. The domino effect of learning. Then what you'll start doing, you'll start, once one tree fall, you'll realize that a tree paved the way for more trees. And then when you'll realize, if I chop this tree off this angle, it'll pave the way for this trees. And if I chop the tree this angle, it'll pave the way for these trees. And before you know it, you've now paved the way from a dull axe that have now got you to wealth. It's not about having a rich parent. It's not about inheriting nothing. It's about taking the hand that I'm dealt and making the best of it. I stand before you right and I can easily say, yo, I ain't never met my dad that day in my life. But that don't stop me from fighting and being a great father. I can stand before you right now and say, hey man, look, I watched my mama OD a couple times and I watched her use drugs and sell drugs, but I can promise you, yo, I ain't never done a hard drug a day in my life. I can stand right before you right now and say, hey bro, I went to prison at 16, I shot a man, bro, I came home, I almost went to prison again, I went to trial, and I can use that as an excuse of why I ain't learned shit, but guess what? Here I am. Here I am. And each and every week I tell y'all, yo, there's so many of you that are so much smarter than me. The only advantage that I might have on you is I'm willing to fail, I'm willing to look foolish, I'm willing to keep pressing forward no matter what. And some of y'all, you don't want to look foolish, you don't want to fail, you ain't willing to risk it all. I'm willing to risk it all. I'm willing to put it all on the line. Because you can't go no lower than the bottom. I've been there. We all been there. The problem is, you get to a certain level and you say, hey, I'm not willing to go back there. And because you're not willing to go back there, it keep you from risking everything that gotta be risked to go 10 times further. You don't got it in your brain that no matter where they put me, I'ma survive. Not only am I gonna survive, but I'm gonna thrive. But here's the reason why I'm gonna thrive. Because all things work for the good of those who what? Come on. It wasn't mine to begin with. If I steward it right, and I ask for that guidance, I'm gonna possess the land. I'm gonna possess the land. They got land, they got territory with your name on it, but you scared of what it's gonna cost you. You scared you gonna lose what you have now. And I promise you, that's the only difference. That's the only difference. I'm willing to put all my chips on the table. Consistently. And say, God, I've researched, I've studied, I've prayed. However you figure this out, I ain't tripping. That's the superpower. That's the superpower. Because in this game, you can have did all the research, all the homework, lined everything up. And it just don't go your way. But the sweet thing about that is, I don't need it to go my way. As a matter of fact, I don't want it to go my way. I want it to go his way. Because my way got premeditated motives inside of it that won't serve me best. I'm still made of the flesh. So there's things inside of me, there's things that I've incubated that won't serve me best if I use my own understanding. So I make sure I put him in every part of my life. No. Like, I know. We ain't trying to preach here, but I just need you to understand that this thing is bigger than you. I need you to understand that every day you get up, you got an opportunity to change your family dynamic, but you can't do it by yourself because you ain't smart enough. You ain't got it all. There's a plan bigger than you. And as long as you think with just this, you can't see the bigger picture. As long as you basing every move you make on your own instinct, off your own knowledge, you ain't. So I say, God, listen. I need you in every phase of my life, God. Just like you protected me in the streets, just like you protected me when I got shot. Listen, the thing about grace is, grace means he's giving me something that I don't really deserve. Yup. Yup. Yeah. Some of the things I've done, I don't deserve to be here. And I mean that seriously. But guess what? I understand that. And so when I'm praying, I'm like, God, listen, I know I don't deserve it. But you saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And you allow me to talk to your people. And you allow me to lead your people. And you allow your people to trust me. You allow me to be transparent and vulnerable with them. And listen, God, for that, I can't do it without you. And so I want you to understand that, freedom is our birthright. Wealth is our birthright. You got programmed by the environment that money was scarce. You got programmed by the environment that you didn't deserve this and that you got to work. Listen, he tell us he wants us to have sweatless victories. But we don't study the ant, sluggard. We don't store up. We spend it all. We don't invest. We save it all. The ant stores and gets ready to invest in the next season. The one who just saves is called wicked and slothful. There's a version of our life that we see like Joseph. He gave it to us in a glimpse, in a dream. The problem is we keep disregarding the dream. We keep disregarding the dream because somewhere along the line, we done let social media, we done let entertainment, we done let everybody else get in the way of the dream. So now the dream that we have is diluted with a false fallacy. They ain't hear me. The dream said, hey, I need you to teach.